Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and today's video, which is going to be creating a look and my first impressions using the Zoeva Heritage palette. Let me see if I can get it so you can see. There you go. This is the beautiful outer packaging, and then we'll open it up so you can see the colour story. There's no mirror on this, but I am going to turn it that way. Hang on a minute. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit difficult to show you properly because of the ring light and the metallic packaging on the inside, but absolutely beautiful, quite neutral, and that's probably a little bit surprising because I'm not the most neutral person in the world, but I loved the colour story in this. I immediately saw sort of 4 or 5 looks that you could do. I will be doing a 3 look 1 palette video with this as well. I'm primed. I'm going to get my headband on, and my mirror for once is actually right at the side of me in the correct place. Let's get into it. Haven't picked my brushes out yet though. Always something, isn't there? Okay, let's grab a few of these. I did a massive brush wash the other day with my Style Pro brush cleaner. Absolutely love that. It's so good. Let's go in with this shade here called Anthropology. There we go. Nice light shade. Just picking it up on my big fluffy blending brush. A little bit of kick up, but nothing major. Picks up nicely on the brush. And let's get that down in the crease. There we go. Just going all the way across to the inner corner, and then gentle sweeping and circular motions just to get that all the way down there. Eyeshadow primer as normal is my NYX Proof It, which might still be a little tacky, but we'll work with it, we'll figure it out. So how are we all doing today? Can you believe we are 1 month of the year down? We're into February. I'm absolutely, well, yeah, it's like, my goodness. Where is it going? Where is the time going? Does anybody else feel like that? You know, when you're a kid, time seems to take forever. Like, I remember the 6 weeks holidays when I was a kid. You know, you were kind of, the last couple of weeks, you were really ready for going back to school, seeing your friends. You were kind of a bit bored, didn't know what to do. People were on holiday. Ugh. And yet now, I get towards the end of the 6 weeks holidays and I'm like, oh crikey, I still haven't done this, I still haven't done that. It seems to, yeah, it's really weird how time seems to speed up the older you get. And let's face it, it's not exactly the best idea, is it? You want time to slow down in some respects the older you get. Not speed up, but hey ho, never mind. Here we go. That's gone down quite nicely. I think this side's gone on a little patchy, but like I say, I don't think I'd quite given me eyeshadow base enough time to dry off a little bit, but there we go. Yeah, be fine, we'll sort it. Okay, let's go into, I really want to use this shade on the corner here. Phonotatic, I think that is. This one here, anyway. It's the darkest matte in the palette. So let's pick that up and let's start deepening up that crease line. Let's have a look. I'm using one of my Cleona brushes for this. It's a really nice size brush. It's got a nice flat edge on it. So I do find it very good for crease work. It's quite dense, but yeah, it's a lovely brush. See, like that, I find for me and my hooded eyes, it just fits lovely, and that is going on and blending out really quite nicely. There we go. Quite pigmented, these shadows. I don't know what I was expecting, but they are really nice and really nice tones. This is like, it's, well, what is it? It's a brown, browny mauve, or mauvey brown, whichever way around you want to do it, say it. But with a grey base, I think. It's yeah, nice. So, go in there. Oh, and I have to tell you all, I am imposing myself on a strict 3 to 6 months no buy. Because this month, the worst month in the world, or in the year, sorry, for money, because obviously, you know, my husband, it's really good because he gets paid like the week before Christmas rather than just after Christmas. But then that then tends to make January, which is already, you know, a long month, or it feels like a long month, it tends to make it feel even longer. But the other problem with January is, of course, you have the January sales. So I have made so many purchases of makeup this month, it is ridiculous. If anybody's watched my video of brands that I would like to try in 2020, I will just let you in to a bit of a heads up. I have actually now purchased from, well, 3 of the brands that I actually disclosed on that list out of the 7. And then there was another brand that I was going to mention on there, and then I didn't, and then I've ended up picking up some products from that brand as well. So I have actually bought quite a lot from 4 new brands to me. The last one I've purchased from, oh my goodness, they had such an offer on their site that I just couldn't resist. It was 40% off plus free worldwide shipping. So yeah, so I really, really, really do not need to buy any more makeup for a good 3 to 6 months, because obviously once all that I've ordered then arrives, then I've got to film with it and work with it and use it. So I'm going to go into Euphonic, which is the purple shimmer up here, and I'm using again another of my favourite brushes, the Colourpop E3. Love, love, love this brush. Wow, that's not got much kick up at all. Now then, do I spray it or do I go in dry? I normally like to go in dry with these as a first impression, just so you can see. Shall we go for it? Let's see what happens. So I'm actually going to use this on this outer V. I'm just going to stamp it down first of all. Ooh, look at that, that's really nice. Really nice. I think probably would have been better sprayed, but you know, that's fine. It's fine, we'll work with it. Work with what you've got and what life gives you. There we go, we're getting there. It's building up. Shall we get onto that lash line as well? There we go. Coming in now. Just using this to wing out ever so slightly. And I'm coming in, yeah, what am I coming in? About 2/3 of the way? Yeah, approximately. Something like that. 2/3-ish. It's not an exact science. A little bit more, I think. And this, it looks really bright purple in the pan. But again, it seems to have quite a dark undertone and base to it. It's really nice. I do like it. Great for the smokier looks, which I suppose is kind of what we're heading towards today. Not intentionally, but there we go. It's actually gone really nicely with that darkest matte. There we go. I'm not feeling much fallout either, so that's good. That's really good. Doesn't look like I've got any fallout either. Interesting. Let's go in the other side and do the same thing. Start on that outer corner. Just pat it down. And bring it up into the crease. I can just hear it starting to rain outside. Delightful. Tell you, it's blooming cold at the minute as well. Oh, but it's kind of like the weather doesn't know what it wants to do at the minute. Like one day it'll be sort of 6, 7, 8 degrees, maybe even a little higher. And then the next day you're down to like 2 or 3. Honestly, it's like, make your mind up. Now you see this side, I'm getting, I don't know if it's just the way my lighting is at the minute, but I'm feeling as though I can see more blue in this rather than the purple, which is interesting. Really like it though. It's a very, very unusual colour, and I know I haven't got anything like this in the collection at the minute, so I'm really, really pleased I picked this palette up. I will link the video when I bought this, my after Christmas sales haul video for you, for anybody who's not seen that, because I did feel like I got quite a good bargain with this palette, so really, really pleased. Let's get this out to edge a little more. There we go. Yeah, I can see the blue in this side, but I'm seeing more blue in the other side. It'll be fun to go out in the natural light with this and see what it does. Kind of gone a bit higher up on that left side than the other side, but that's okay. That's gone down really well. Really well, I'm impressed with that. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this really champagne-y shimmer down here called Monument, and I am going to spray this. There we go. I'm using my Sigma E30 brush for this small pencil brush. Just get me MAC Fix Plus on here, and I'm going to pop this all on this inner corner, this sort of inner, it's not even a third, I think it's a bit less than a third. There we go, and I'm actually going to bring it up and blend it in ever so slightly as well. Nearly went into the wrong one then. Just bring it up over that purpley shade a little bit. Just something a bit different. There we go. So I'll try and blend those two in a bit. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we'll find out. This is a beautiful goldy, like I say, goldy champagne colour. Really, really pretty. I'm going right to the edge. So I've sort of started in that inner corner with it, and then gone right over the edge of the purple, right over to the other end, just to sort of give an extra, oops, picked up some fluff, wherever you come from. There we go. Right, let's go in the other side. Spray that again. Start down here. Nearly did it again then. Went in the wrong colour. That wouldn't have been good, would it? So I know this is kind of going over that darkest matte. I mean, I'm kind of losing that a wee bit, but I might be able to blend this out with a little bit of that darker matte again in a minute. I love this brush for doing very, very detailed work like this. I think it works amazingly well, because you can either use sort of the side of it, or like I'm doing at the moment, I'm using the very, very pointed tip to really get into the nooks and crannies and where I want to. Right, I am going to get just a gentle blending brush. Is that my Morphe? Yeah, the R34. And just blend these edges a little, so they're not quite as harsh, and also getting that crease. There we go. There was no product on this brush, by the way, it was just nice and clean. So, just very, very gentle pressure, and just sweep in backwards and forwards, just to mix the two in. There we go. I'll just blend this out a little as well, this corner edge. There we go. And like I say, I'm going to go back in now with that darker matte shade, Phonotactic. And again, if using this Cleona brush is because it's got the lovely flat edge to it and slightly tapered edge as well in the middle, I do find it's a good brush for doing under the eyes. Okay, we're doing the lower lash line. The other side. Oh, I can see some fallout. Where have you come from? That's probably when I've just done that blending. And now I've just got fallout from this, I think, as well. Oh dear. That's not good. Fallout's not something I generally get an awful lot. I'm normally pretty good at tapping my brushes off sufficiently that that doesn't happen, so that's rather annoying because I am someone who always does their base makeup first. I've never, I have to admit, I don't know if I've ever tried doing my base makeup after and like doing my eye looks first. It is just not something I do. I mean, if that works for you, that is absolutely cracking and crack on, you know. You do what works best for you, but I have to say for me personally, I can't do it. Oh, cracky O'Reilly. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in with some powder on there. That's rather disappointing, but never mind. Never mind. We will fix that issue. I can see some there as well, look. Okay, so moral of that story is make sure you really tap your brush off with this palette. And it's this one here called Narrator Story. This one here. Just going with my flat head brush that I often use for under doing my lower lash line. It might not make that much of a colour difference, but like it'll just help. Don't know why, I just fancied doing that today. Like I say, it's not something I do very often actually, so I'll see what I think to it in a minute. I've also just realised I really need to get my tweezers out and just pluck a few stray eyebrow hairs that have started coming through. That's something I've only just literally started doing as well, plucking my eyebrows. Always quite a good shape, natural eyebrow. But I have noticed the last year or so, as I've been getting older, that they've started to get a little bit over bushy. And so they were encroaching on the work area, so to speak. Uh-oh, now is the time to start getting these sorted and tamed a wee bit. Problem is that with that, once you start, you have to... Right. I'm picking up a little bit more of this purpley shimmery shade and I'm just titivating this corner up ever so slightly, being as gentle as I possibly can. There we go. Bringing it down ever so slightly onto the lower lash line. I think that's enough. The other side. Always find this side the more difficult to do this with. Okay, there we go. And I think that's it. I'm going to choose an eyeliner, put that on, sort my mascara out, do my waterline, choose a lipstick, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Stay where you are. Hello, here we go. This is the finished look for today. I'll lean in and give you a look of the eyes like normal. There we go. So for my top lid liner today, I used a new product that I've picked up, which is from The Body Shop. And it is their Star Stamp Liner. It's a dual-ended product, so you've got on one end, let me get the wrong one, oh no, I got the right one. You've got the felt tip liner. It's quite a hard felt tippy nib, but it's not uncomfortable, and I tell you what, it went on really, really nicely. Very, very smooth, not hardly any dragging in my little wrinkly eyes either. And then obviously on the other end you have, there we go, if the camera will focus, I don't know if you can see that, let me hold it up that way, there we go. You have got a little star-shaped stamper, and literally all you do is you go on and you just very gently stamp down. Now if you do press too hard, you get a little outline, like a circular outline from the actual stamper itself, which is what happened to me on the top ones. So I had to go in when it was dry with my spoolie and sort of get rid, and then with the other end sort of like try and get rid of it. But we got there in the end, a little bit of concealer over the top and it works miracles. So there we go. For in my waterline, I used the Colourpop in the shade DLTA. Really nice sort of denim-y, or what we in the UK call an RAF blue. Lashes, as I've been doing recently. Top lashes, NYX on the Rise. Bottom lashes, Ico London. And then on my lips today, I was backwards and forwards. But we've gone with NYX lip liner in the shade Cyber Pop. There we go, that's that one. And then the NYX Soft Matte Cream in the shade Soul. Okay, final thoughts or final first impressions on this palette. I really like it. I really, really like it. I was impressed with the payoff. Yes, I did have some fallout, but you know, I think the majority of that was the purple shimmer. I'd definitely go in with that over a glitter glue or spraying it. You're gonna get a lot more intensity. But the mattes went down really nicely. They blended out really nicely. The shimmers blended into the mattes. The colour story I think is great. You've got really, really pale mattes right through to those darker mattes. Your shimmers, you've got, you know, you've got a real pale shimmer with this champagne-y one. You've got a slightly darker, sort of brownier, goldier shimmer. Then you've got that dark purple shimmer. Yeah, so I love the ratio. It's literally 50-50 with the mattes and the shimmers, which is great. Looking forward to doing my 3 looks 1 palette video with this. There we go, everybody. Let me know your thoughts and feelings, as always, down in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing something a little bit different for you today. Make sure you subscribed, got that notification bell on. My little picture here with my face in is going to appear now. So if you are new to my channel, the warmest of welcomes. I hope you decide to join us and join me on my YouTube journey. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.